Magnus Stromquist has played 3 seasons of Manly under-20s. He's missed just 1 game in that time, none over the last 2 seasons. His stats are outstanding. Names like Warrior-Hargreaves, Tassie, Lussick, Buhrer have all stepped up from this Manly pack. Is he going to be the next?
Well, he epitomises a team player. This is who you want to play with every week, Magnus Stromquist. He puts in, he plays 80 minutes as a front rower, and he's a typical Manly forward, so he's not far away from first grade.
Yeah, we'll enjoy watching him again today. The man who will lead this team forward is the captain, Magnus Stromquist. We'll call him the blonde beacon because he really will try and set the light for them to follow. Is it too much to expect one player to keep Manly in this game?
Well, I think he'll try and lead, as the coach David Penner. It's about the ruck being a lot tighter, and it's about probably going forward and being very disciplined in the ruck. So he'll lead away. He's got great going forward. I'm questioning in the Toyota Cup these days whether one guy can carry a side. 2 or 3 years ago, when you lost a star player, it hurt you a lot. But these days, much better balance throughout the football side. You can't rely on one player, and I think Magnus Stromquist might struggle on his own a bit today.
And Magnus Stromquist, a fitting person to have the first carry for the Eagles. So impressive this season, especially over the last 5 weeks. We'll expand on that as the game develops. And Magnus Stromquist. He played in the 2009 minor premiership side at the Eagles, and didn't that team have some wonderful players involved? Daly Cherry Evans, Kieran Foran, Darcy Lussick, Jamie Buhrer, Will Hopewadi, and a couple of players Braithen Astor knows pretty well, Jared Warrior-Hargreaves and Lama Tassie. Here's Stromquist again.
That is an unbelievable team. It just shows the talent that comes out of Toyota Cup and how they can perform at a top level at first grade as well.
And that run was from Arla. Here's Stromquist. He made his debut against the Dogs, round 17, 2009, and they won it convincingly, 64-16. What a game for Magnus to make his debut in. And since then, he's gone from strength to strength. The kick from who played it, Stromquist. David Penner very keen to sing his praise, especially after his performance over the last 5 rounds. He's played every minute between rounds 18 and 23, Magnus Stromquist. And in that time, his stats have been quite remarkable.
In the middle!
In terms of running 775 metres, so that's an average of 150 a game. He's had 190 tackles, so it's the average of almost 40 per game. 102 carries, it's nearly 20 per game, and he's been tireless. So what a performance from a man who is still looking for a club next year. Maybe he'll be re-signed by the Eagles. That's what he hopes to get done. But he's certainly finding form at the right time in terms of a new contract.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Not many front rowers can actually play 80 minutes full stop. He's done it for the past month, and even you look at his stats today, he's made 20 tackles, 8 hit-ups, more than anyone else on the field, so he's just a machine.
Away from one tackle, a tumble turn, but then he's trapped in goal by Magnus Stromquist. What a chase from the Manly front rower.
That was an unbelievable chase. Drinkwater puts a perfect little left foot kick in goal. Just when you thought the Canterbury Bulldogs were going to bring the ball out, the only Manly player there was Stromquist. And he makes the tackle.
Well, he's made 730 tackles heading into this game, which has him 4th in the competition. And his 345 hit-ups have him 2nd to Canterbury's Dale Finucane. Here's another hit-up. So in all the stats, he's prominent. In terms of unmeasured stats, he's pretty good as well. In terms of attitude and willingness.
I've seen he was off contract too and talking to other clubs, so
he might not be off contract for too long if he continues to perform like he has over the last 5 weeks, and you better make it 6 weeks because today is already highly impressive. If the Eagles are to fight back in this second half, it will be on the platform built by this man, Magnus Stromquist. He's been so impressive in 3 years of under-20s, especially over the last 6 weeks, and especially today, Braithen Astor.
Yeah, this will be his 6th week playing 80 minutes. His work rate is inspirational. 27 tackles and 13 hit-ups today, and he's certainly leading from the front.
Keep their finals dream alive by upsetting them. So we will have a great atmosphere, and the Eagles already given reason to be impressed with some of their players. That man particularly, 27 tackles, 13 hit-ups. And we're only 40 minutes into this game. Away from Drinkwater, straightens now, and unfortunately for him, straightened right into Magnus Stromquist.
Well, with plenty of time to catch there for Burrell, but just made a simple error.
Here's Stromquist. Over halfway.
Off the ball!
He is absolutely tireless. I cannot believe his work rate, Magnus Stromquist. What can they do? Langy, dummies. Can't get away from Stromquist. Shouldn't have even tried, really, the way Stromquist has been going. Here's Stromquist, centre field. Game number 49 today for Magnus. A regular all season. Hasn't missed a game. In fact, his unbroken streak goes way back into last season. Just the man that David Penner needs at the moment. Here he is again from close range. Stromquist gets involved again. His numbers will mount quickly. That's already his 5th hit up of the afternoon. 7 tackles for him. The penalty goes to North Queensland. Had the ball team over the last season and a bit. Stromquist, but safe on that occasion. And Stromquist crosses halfway.
I'm thinking field position in wet weather is more important than midfield bombs. Kick to the corners, get line speed, try and get a mistake. Put a bomb up if you get down near their try line, but not in the midfield.
If you think we sound surprised that it is 10-all as we spoke about, Manly running last, North Queensland entering this game in 4th, but in terms of games played, there's a mile between these teams. The beacon, Magnus Stromquist, the man who shows them the way. He gets involved. Now it's Rapira, the blonde beacon as I call him. So good for so long now for Manly. Is he the next man to step up from the under-20s to their top grade? He's the man most likely in this lineup at the moment. He's Stromquist.
He has been good today, Magnus. He has led by example. Every time he's carried the ball, 10 metres, 12 metres.
And playing as Kofusi has a crack from close range. Held up by Stromquist. It was prop on prop. Magnus Stromquist, 42 Toyota Cup matches in a row. In a tough position in front of the scrum. He's their Iron Man. He'll be responsible for much of their go forward today if they are able to muster it. Stromquist, so effective for them last season and again early this season. You can't miss the blonde hair. Playing it. And the Warriors stay centre field. Response, a try here. Stromquist. The defence flat-footed.
Came up with the possession.
As the rain comes down again at Brookvale. They've worked very hard this week, trying to stop one of the national youth competitions. Who puts a skip on, then accelerates into Key and Stromquist. Gordon Meads played with Melbourne, 9 games for Melbourne last year. And across the 26 first half points, the 6 points after the first 40 at Brookvale. Have played in drops, get the desired result. Here's Harveely running over halfway. Good fight. Stromquist was straight back on the insides. Stromquist. The game is gone, but the captain has been brave today. 42 tackles, 16 hit-ups for Big Magnus.